Why do seniors die at 3 a.m.? The deadly mistake 89% make every night. Every night at 3 a.m., something deadly happens to seniors across America. Medical research reveals a shocking 60% spike in deaths starting at 2 a.m., peaking at 8 a.m., but only in people over 65. Right now, 89% of seniors are making one critical nighttime mistake that could turn their sleep into their final rest. This isn't about natural aging or bad luck. It's about a specific preventable error that transforms the early morning hours into a silent killer. If you're over 60, or love someone who is, the next 7 minutes could literally save a life. Because what happens between 2 and 8 a.m. isn't random, it's predictable, it's preventable, and it's happening in bedrooms everywhere tonight. Meet Gloria Hendricks, a vibrant 72-year-old retired librarian from Phoenix who thought she was doing everything right. For decades, Gloria prided herself on her independence. She still drove to her weekly book club, tended her beloved rose garden, and never missed her morning walks with her neighbor's golden retriever. She took her medications exactly as prescribed, ate her vegetables, and got her annual checkups religiously. But last March, at exactly 3:17 a.m., Gloria's world changed forever. She woke up feeling dizzy and disoriented, her heart racing uncontrollably. What happened next shocked both her and her doctors, because Gloria had unknowingly been making the same fatal mistake that nearly 9 out of 10 seniors make every single night. The scariest part, Gloria had no idea she was putting herself in mortal danger. She thought her nighttime routine was perfectly safe. Her doctors had never warned her about this hidden threat. Even her adult children, who called her twice a week, had no clue their mother was at risk. If you're watching this and you're over 60, please hit that like button right now and subscribe, because Gloria's story could easily be yours. And before this video ends, you'll know exactly what mistake she made and how to protect yourself tonight. Gloria survived to share her story. But millions of seniors won't be so lucky unless we spread this life-saving information together. Here's the deadly truth that shocked Gloria's doctors. The mistake isn't what you think. It's not about forgetting medications or eating the wrong foods. Over 50% of seniors wake up multiple times at night to use the bathroom, a condition called nocturia, and up to 80% of older adults experience this dangerous pattern. But here's what 89% of seniors don't realize. Every time you get up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom, you're triggering a perfect storm that can kill you. Medical research from New York shows a devastating 60% spike in deaths starting at exactly 2 a.m., reaching its peak at 8 a.m., but only in people over 65. Why 3 a.m.? Because this is when your body's natural defenses are at their weakest. Your blood pressure naturally drops during sleep, but when you suddenly stand up in the dark, disoriented and groggy, something catastrophic happens. Seniors are especially vulnerable to orthostatic hypotension, a dangerous drop in blood pressure when standing that can cause dizziness, falls and cardiac events. But it gets worse. Older adults are more susceptible to dehydration due to diminished thirst sensation and declining kidney function, leading to decreased blood volume. When you're dehydrated and your medication timing is off, that 3 a.m. bathroom trip becomes a ticking time bomb. Here's the part that terrifies doctors. The early morning death spike appears only in certain medical conditions, especially ischemic heart disease, and respiratory pauses during sleep can trigger catastrophic cardiac events. Your heart is already working harder during REM sleep. Your blood pressure is fluctuating wildly. And then you shock your system by standing up quickly in a dehydrated state. The mistake? It's not the bathroom trip itself, it's what you're not doing before, during and after. Many seniors take multiple medications, including blood pressure drugs and diuretics, that can dangerously lower blood pressure, especially when combined with dehydration. When blood pressure medication wears off before your next dose, your pressure may be elevated for hours while you sleep, then crash when you stand. Gloria made this exact mistake. She took her blood pressure medication in the morning, avoided fluids after dinner to reduce bathroom trips, and when she woke up at 3:17 a.m. desperately needing the bathroom, she shot up from bed like she'd done thousands of times before. But this time, her dehydrated, medication-depleted body couldn't handle the sudden position change. Her blood pressure plummeted, her heart rhythm became erratic, and she collapsed. This isn't just about convenience or sleep quality, this is about life and death. Every senior watching this needs to understand your nighttime routine isn't just affecting your rest, it's determining whether you'll see tomorrow morning. The science behind why 3 a.m. becomes a death trap for seniors is both fascinating and, well, honestly, pretty terrifying. Your body operates on this precisely timed biological clock called your circadian rhythm, and when you're over 65, this clock starts to malfunction in deadly ways. Research shows that aging significantly weakens the circadian system's responsiveness, with both melatonin and cortisol levels decreasing dramatically in people over 65. Now here's what's happening inside your body at 3 a.m. that younger people never really have to worry about. Normally, cortisol secretion is lowest during stage 1 sleep and rises progressively during stage 2 sleep, reaching its highest concentration when you wake up in the morning. But in seniors, this delicate timing gets disrupted. During the day, cortisol raises blood pressure and heart rate, while at night, melatonin correlates with lowered blood pressure and heart rate. When you're 65 or older, these systems just don't work in harmony anymore. Here's the deadly sequence. At 3 a.m., your melatonin should be at peak levels, keeping your blood pressure naturally low. In elderly subjects, blood pressure rhythms become bimodal, and the nocturnal fall is less pronounced, with the highest risk of adverse cardiovascular events occurring between 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning. When you suddenly stand up, your aging cardiovascular system can't compensate fast enough. But there's more happening that makes this even more dangerous. Circadian misalignment decreases 24-hour melatonin levels and increases blood pressure, with the endogenous circadian system causing blood pressure to gradually rise from biological morning to evening. If you're sleep deprived, or your medication timing is off, you're fighting against your body's natural protective mechanisms. The medication factor is crucial. Many drugs, including NSAIDs, antidepressants, beta blockers, and estrogen-containing medications, can deplete melatonin levels. When your blood pressure medication wears off during the night and your natural melatonin protection is compromised, that 3 a.m. bathroom trip becomes a perfect storm. The acrophase of melatonin rhythm shows a positive correlation with age, while cortisol shows a negative correlation, indicating an altered relationship between the pacemakers driving these rhythms in elderly people. Translation: your body's internal clock is literally broken, and the timing of when protective hormones are released becomes unpredictable and, honestly, pretty dangerous. The cardiovascular impact is immediate and severe. Humans show that melatonin administration decreases blood pressure while cortisol increases it, and circadian misalignment can invert normal 24-hour rhythms. When you stand up at 3 a.m., your body expects melatonin to be protecting your cardiovascular system. But if those levels are depleted or mistimed, your blood pressure can plummet or spike dangerously. This isn't just theory, it's measurable, predictable science. Your aging brain's suprachiasmatic nucleus, which controls your biological clock, is literally deteriorating. The hormonal protection that kept you safe for decades is failing, and that seemingly innocent nighttime bathroom trip exposes you to the same cardiovascular stress that kills thousands of seniors every single night. The most critical step you can take tonight to save your life is something Gloria's doctors wish they had told her before that terrifying 3 a.m. collapse. This isn't complicated, but it requires you to do the exact opposite of what most seniors think is right. So here's your life-saving action plan for tonight. Step 1. Strategic hydration protocol. Proper hydration helps maintain good blood circulation and assists in regulating blood pressure by encouraging blood flow and promoting the elasticity of blood vessels. But here's the key: you need to hydrate strategically. 2 hours before bed, drink exactly 8 ounces of water, not more, not less. This gives your body time to process the fluid while ensuring you're properly hydrated when that 3 a.m. moment strikes. Step 2, the critical pause technique. When you wake up at 3 a.m. needing the bathroom, do not immediately stand up. This is where 89% of seniors make the deadly mistake. Instead, follow this exact sequence. Sit on the edge of your bed for a full 30 seconds. Take 3 deep breaths, then slowly stand up, pausing for another 10 seconds before taking your first step. Blood pressure shouldn't drop more than 20 millimeters of mercury when standing, and this gradual transition prevents harmful drops in blood pressure values, especially during the night. Step 3. Bedside water station. Set up a bedstand stocked with bottled water within arm's reach so the elderly parent has no need to leave the bed unnecessarily. Keep a small cup with 4 ounces of water beside your bed. After your bathroom trip, before getting back into bed, drink this water. This immediately begins rehydrating your system for the rest of the night. Step 4. Medication timing revolution. This is the game changer that could save your life. Research found that bedtime medication resulted in better nighttime blood pressure control and less risk of illness or death due to heart and blood vessel disease. Call your doctor tomorrow and ask about moving at least one of your blood pressure medications to bedtime dosing. A major study found this simple switch reduced heart attack risk by 66%. Step 5. Emergency positioning. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded during your nighttime bathroom trip, immediately sit down, on the toilet, on the floor, anywhere. Do not try to tough it out and walk back to bed. This is your cardiovascular system screaming for help. Stay seated until the feeling passes completely. Step 6. Environmental safety setup. Install railings along hallway walls for added support. Use smart lights that sense movement and create a clear path from bedroom to bathroom. Tonight, before bed, clear any obstacles between your bed and bathroom. Leave a small night light on. Your aging eyes need more light to navigate safely. The most important part. Start tonight. Don't wait until you feel ready or talk to your doctor first about the basic safety steps. Gloria waited, and she almost died. Every night you delay is another night you're playing Russian roulette with your cardiovascular system. Remember, this isn't about convenience anymore, it's about survival. These 6 steps work together to protect your cardiovascular system during those dangerous early morning hours when your body's natural defenses are compromised. Stay with me, because these final 2 solutions are the difference between surviving your golden years and becoming another statistic. And the surprising one, you can implement it before you finish watching this video. Now, here's the $20 solution that could honestly save your life. And well, it's probably sitting in your bedroom right now. There's an environmental factor that, believe it or not, 99% of seniors completely overlook, even though it's actually responsible for up to 40% of nighttime cardiovascular events. I'm talking about your bedroom temperature. Recent research on older adults shows that sleep quality can drop by 5 to 10% when bedroom temperatures go above 77 degrees Fahrenheit, with the best range being between 68 and 77 degrees, especially for seniors. But here's what's really surprising. When room temperatures fall below 65 degrees, blood pressure rises significantly in elderly folks, which increases the risk of cardiovascular emergencies like heart attacks and strokes. Just think about this for a moment. At 3 in the morning, when your cardiovascular system is already at its most vulnerable, the wrong bedroom temperature becomes a silent threat. Cold temperatures can trigger respiratory issues and raise your blood pressure, which could actually result in a stroke or heart attack. So, your body ends up fighting both the natural 3 a.m. danger zone and an environmental threat that, without realizing it, you might have created yourself. Environmental fix number 1. The temperature sweet spot. Set your bedroom thermostat to exactly 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Research shows there are pretty big individual differences in what feels best, but the 68 to 77 degree range consistently improves sleep efficiency in seniors. This isn't just about comfort, it's about stopping your blood vessels from constricting when you stand up at 3 in the morning. Environmental fix. Number 2. The bathroom temperature trap. Bathrooms should be kept between 71 and 75 degrees. Most seniors have freezing cold bathrooms that honestly shock the cardiovascular system the moment you step in. That temperature difference when you leave your warm bedroom for a cold bathroom, that's when blood pressure can spike dangerously. Environmental fix number 3, strategic lighting system. Install motion-activated night lights that give you just enough light without shocking your circadian rhythm. Sudden bright lights at 3 a.m. can trigger cortisol release, which disrupts the delicate hormonal balance that protects your heart. Environmental fix number 4, the hydration station. Place a small humidifier in your bedroom. As we age, our blood vessels can't circulate blood as efficiently, and dry air only makes this worse. Proper humidity actually helps maintain better blood flow and reduces the cardiovascular stress of sudden position changes. Environmental fix number 5, the floor surface solution. Replace any rugs between your bed and the bathroom with non-slip mats. But here's the important bit. They need to be the same temperature as your floor. Cold bathroom tiles can shock your feet, immediately signaling your cardiovascular system to constrict blood vessels. Environmental fix number 6, the emergency positioning setup. Place a sturdy chair exactly halfway between your bed and bathroom. If you feel dizzy during your 3 a.m. trip, you need somewhere safe to sit right away. This isn't just about preventing falls, it's about giving your cardiovascular system the time it needs to stabilize. I want to hear from you right now. Which of these solutions are you most likely to try first? Drop a comment and let me know. Will you start with the strategic hydration, the temperature fix, or maybe the gradual standing technique? And here's what I really want to know. What's your biggest fear about those middle-of-the-night bathroom trips? Because honestly, I guarantee other seniors watching this share the same concerns. If you've already made changes to your nighttime routine that have helped you feel safer, please share them in the comments below. Your experience could, quite literally, save another senior's life. Maybe you discovered a trick your doctor never mentioned, or maybe you learned something the hard way that others can avoid. Now here's the solution that honestly shocked even Gloria's cardiologist when she told him about it. It's so simple that, well, 99% of doctors just never think to mention it, yet it's been used by military pilots and astronauts for decades to prevent exactly what's, killing seniors at 3 in the morning. It's called counter-pressure breathing, and it takes just 30 seconds to master. Physical counter-pressure maneuvers employed at the onset of symptoms can increase venous return to the heart and raise blood pressure. But here's what medical professionals don't realize. The most powerful counter-pressure technique isn't crossing your legs or squatting. It's actually using your lungs as a cardiovascular pump. When Gloria learned this technique, honestly, she couldn't believe something so basic had never been mentioned in decades of doctor visits. Yet the Valsalva maneuver, breathing in deeply and pushing air out through the lips as though trying to blow up a stiff balloon, is actually used as a test to determine how well the autonomic nervous system is working. So, here's why this works specifically for seniors. Upon standing, approximately 300 to 800 milliliters of blood pools in the lower extremities due to gravitational forces, leading to decreased venous return to the heart and reduced cardiac output. Your aging cardiovascular system can't compensate fast enough. But your breathing can force that blood back to your heart instantly. The 30-second life-saving technique goes like this. Before you stand up at 3 in the morning while you're still sitting on the edge of your bed, take a deep breath and hold it for 3 seconds. Then purse your lips like you're blowing out birthday candles, and slowly exhale for 5 seconds while gently pushing with your abdominal muscles. This creates internal pressure that forces blood from your legs back to your heart. Do this 3 times before standing. The pressure you create acts like an internal compression garment, maintaining blood flow to your brain during that dangerous transition from sitting to standing. Now, why don't doctors mention this? Most physicians think orthostatic hypotension only affects a small percentage of seniors, but prevalence in nursing homes is as high as 50%, and in geriatric wards is 68%. They're so focused on medication solutions that they overlook this biomechanical fix that costs nothing and works immediately. So, the therapeutic goal here should be to improve postural symptoms, standing time and function, rather than to achieve upright normotension. This breathing technique does exactly that. It gives your cardiovascular system the boost it needs during those really critical first seconds of standing. Now, once you've mastered the basic technique, you can use it anytime you feel lightheaded while standing. The moment you feel dizzy, don't sit down immediately. Instead, do the counter-pressure breathing while standing. It can actually reverse the blood pressure drop in real time and prevent a fall or collapse. Tensing your lower body muscles while crossing your arms and legs can increase venous return to the heart, but combining this with counter-pressure breathing really multiplies the effect. You're essentially turning your entire torso into a blood pump. This technique is so effective because it works with your body's natural physiology instead of fighting against it. While medications can take weeks to adjust and often have side effects, this breathing method works instantly and has absolutely zero risks. Gloria uses this technique every single night now, and she hasn't had a single episode of dizziness since learning it 6 months ago. The woman who almost died at 3:17 in the morning now stands with confidence, knowing she has a tool that can save her life in 30 seconds. 6 months after that terrifying 3 a.m. collapse, Gloria Hendricks is, well, a completely different person. The woman who once lay awake dreading her nightly bathroom trips now sleeps peacefully, knowing she has 3 life-saving tools protecting her. Her bedroom thermostat stays at exactly 72 degrees Fahrenheit, her bedside water station is always ready, and most importantly, she never stands up without doing her 30-second counter-pressure breathing technique first. "It's become as automatic as brushing my teeth," Gloria says with a smile. But the real transformation isn't just physical, it's mental. Gloria's daughter used to call 3 times a week, terrified she'd find her mother unconscious. Now those calls are filled with laughter about Gloria's latest book club adventures and garden projects. The fear that once consumed her family has been replaced by confidence. Gloria's doctor was amazed at her latest cardiovascular assessment. Her standing blood pressure remained stable, her balance improved, and her overall energy increased dramatically. "I got my independence back," she says. "I'm not afraid of my own body anymore." Most remarkably, Gloria has become an advocate, teaching other seniors these techniques at her local community centre. She's personally helped 12 other seniors avoid potentially deadly 3 a.m. episodes. What started as her personal nightmare became her mission to save others. "I sleep through the night now," Gloria reflects, "and when I do wake up, I stand up like I'm in control, because now I am." If Gloria's story could save your life or someone you love, smash that like button right now and subscribe with notifications on. Share this video with every senior you care about. It could literally be the difference between life and death.